Question number 41. If MPI is 0.1, MPC is 0.7, the value of income multiplier will be. Here MPI is marginal propensity to import, MPC is marginal propensity to consume. Okay, so we have to find income multiplier. The formula of multiplier is 1 upon MPI plus MPS. Now we'll put the values. We have the value of MPI 0.1, MPS we don't know, and we know one formula that MPC plus MPS is equal to 1. So by putting the values we can find MPS. MPS would be 0.3. Now putting the values 1 upon 0.1 plus 0.3, the answer would be 2.5. This is our income multiplier. Question number 42. According to neoclassical theory of distribution, constancy is the wage share in national income would come about only when the elasticity of factor substitution is equal to 1. Second is the right answer. So factor substitution elasticity should be equal to 1. When the elasticity is equal to 1, it brings unity and constancy. Question number 43. Which among the following is not a feature of Jay-Mead's model? Not a feature. Fourth is not the feature. It says it examines the relationship between growth rate of population and growth rate of savings. This is not correct. First one is correct for Jay-Mead's model, that is perfect competition prevails. Economy produces consumption goods and producer goods. Third one, perfect substitution is possible between consumption and capital goods. In Jay-Mead's model, perfect competition prevails. Economy produces consumption goods and producer goods. Perfect substitution is possible between consumption and capital goods. Question 45. Which is false about AK model of growth? Third one is false. It says the model assumes DRC, diminution returns of capital. This AK model is very similar to the Solow model. Both are endogenous growth model. The Solow model says as income increases, the output will decrease. And here in AK model, y is equal to AK, A should remain constant because there is absence. So Mead says output remains constant. So third one is not correct. Now let's talk about what are true for AK model. First one, this is a part of endogenous growth theories. Perfect. Second, the model assumes that an increase in the physical stock of capital will shift the production function upwards. Correct. Third one, the model suggests that if the level of investment is higher than depreciation, there would be sustained growth. Question 46. Which of the following is not a correct feature for the absolute convergence to hold good? First one is not correct. It says same capital labor ratio, whereas the labor and capital ratio should be different, not same. Other three are correct. Same population growth rate, same savings propensity, different capital labor ratio. So the correct features for absolute convergence to hold goods are same population growth rate, same savings propensity, different capital labor ratio. Question 47. In Solow growth model, output per capita is a function of capital labor ratio. So as we know, in the starting only in Solow growth model, y is equal to FKL. Income is the function of capital and labor. And we divide this function by L and we get y is equal to function of K. So from the second line you get to know that Solow growth model is a function of capital labor ratio. Question 48. Dusenberry was of the opinion that less developed countries will have serious and adverse effect on their balance of payment due to demonstration effect. Demonstration effect was given by Dusenberry, in which it says that less developed countries will have serious and adverse effect in their balance of payment. So what demonstration effect means is, let's suppose if less developed country copies the developed country. Okay, so what will happen due to copying the same, the less developed country will face adverse effect on their BOP. Question 49. Liebenstin in his critical minimum effort thesis treats population as a factor that is income depressing. So in Liebenstin's critical minimum effort theory, population was income depressing factor and investment was income generating factor. Repeating again, population was income depressing factor, investment was income generating factor. Question 50. Workers must own the capital to which their savings has given rise. This is an assumption of growth model developed by L. Pecinetti. Question number 51. Which is true for demand side of vicious circle of poverty? First one is true. Firstly comes low income. Because of low income, there is low demand. Because of low demand, low investment. Because of low investment, there would be capital deficiency. Because of capital deficiency, there would be low productivity. Because of low productivity, there would be low income. Question number 52. Which of the following is the cause of disequilibrium between warranted rate of growth and actual rate of growth in Harrod model? So the cause of disequilibrium between warranted rate of growth and actual rate of growth is discrepancy between ex ante investment and ex post investment. Question 53. Which one of the following committees recommended to establish the NABARD, that is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development? Which committee recommended? Shiva Raman committee recommended to establish NABARD, and NABARD was established in 1982. And we'll learn about one more thing. Exim Bank was also developed in the same year, that is 1982. Question 54. Which of the following options are correct for National Action Plan for Climate Change? This National Action Plan for Climate Change was given in 2008. Both are correct. First and second are correct. First one is it was launched in 2008. Second one, it has 8 vertical missions for population control. Question number 56. Which of the following is portrayed in the population pyramid of a country? Third one, age and sex distribution of population. So the population pyramid comprises of years and the gender, male or female. Okay, so the third one is correct. Age and sex distribution of population is portrayed under population pyramid. Question number 57. In the long period, which one of the following curves would aptly represent the time path of population for a developing economy? Second one is correct, logistic curve. So logistic curves is for long period and exponential curve is for short period. Repeating again, logistic curve for long period, exponential curve for short period. Question number 58. Identify the correct statements about the relationship between total fertility rate and growth reproduction rate. Third option is correct. TFR is greater than GRR. Total fertility rate is greater than growth reproduction rate. See, total fertility rate means number of children that women would have in her life. And growth reproduction rate means number of daughters a woman will have among those children. Let's say in your family, your mother has 3 children. 2 are boys, 1 is girl. So, TFR would be 3 and GRR, number of girls, that is 1. So, GRR would be 1. So, as you can see, 3 is greater than 1. This is correct. Question number 59. Which is referred to as hedonic price method for valuing environmental assets? See, what does hedonic price means? Whenever you plan to buy a house, you always see if there is a shopping complex nearby, if there is a school, if there is a hospital, and all the necessary things. So based on the location, the price can increase or the hedonic price can decrease. First option is correct, which says using linkages between variations in house prices and geographical proximity to an environmental aspect. 60th question. Which of the following is not a scheme for upliftment of women in India? Not a scheme. Okay. Ujala is not the scheme for upliftment of women. Why? Because under Ujala scheme, free CFS were distributed in many areas. So it is nowhere related to women. And the other 3 schemes are related to women. Those are Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Second one, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Third one, gender budgeting. Question number 61. In the context of doubling of farmers' income objective, which is not correct? The third one is not correct. It says income from cultivation alone is to be doubled. First, second and fourth are correct. Under doubling of farmers' income, those are the target year is 2022 to 2023. Second, it is real income which is to be doubled. Fourth one, diversification of agriculture is to be promoted to achieve this objective. The third one is not correct because it says cultivation alone is to be doubled, whereas under this doubling of farmers' income, it was talking about real income to be doubled, not cultivation. Question 62. Which statement is correct? Global warming is the rise in average temperature at earth levels is correct. Question number 63. According to Economic Survey 2017 to 18, the Indian economy is becoming more formalized. This is indicated by which of the following shifts? We observed in the economic survey that Indian economy is becoming more formalized. It is becoming due to all these three things. The first one, the introduction of GST has brought more firms in the indirect tax net, which were not filling the taxes earlier. Now more firms came in the indirect tax net. Second, after demonetization, a significant increase has taken place in number of individual filling tax returns. Third one, an increase in savings in the formal financial sector. Question number 64. Which are correct regarding Finance Commission in India? Both of these are not correct because the first one says Finance Commission is constituted under Article 275 of the Constitution. But the Finance Commission is constituted under Article 280, not Article 275. So this is not correct. Second one is also not correct because it says the provision for grants and aids to states are provided for under Article 280, but it was provided under Article 275. The provision of grants and aids to states are provided for under Article 275, not 280. Question number 65. The share of agriculture in GDP of India has declined, which is not the correct reason. Third one is not correct. It says educated rural youths are not opting for agriculture as an occupation. Why would they adopt opportunities apart from agriculture, right? And this cannot be the reason for decline in the share of agriculture in GDP. Now let's talk about the reasons for decline of share of agriculture in GDP. First one, relatively faster rate of growth of non-agriculture sectors in the economy. Second, stagnant or slow rise in yield of agricultural commodities. Fourth one is also correct. It says low value addition in case of agriculture commodities. Question number 66. In the last decade, which one among the following sector has attracted the highest foreign direct investment inflow into India? So the highest foreign direct investment in the last 10 years was attracted by the service sector. Service sector resulted in higher foreign direct investment. And also you must know that the highest share of that service sector has the highest share in GDP also. Question number 67. In the context of twin balance sheet problem, find the correct one. So in the context of twin balance sheet problem, first and second are correct. The first one is over leveraged corporate debt. Second one is also correct. It says high non-performance assets of nationalized banks. So wherever you see twin balance sheet problem, just remember corporate debts and non-performance nationalized banks. Third one is not correct. It says high fiscal deficit, not correct. 69 question. As per 2011 Census, rank state in descending order for degree of urbanization. So as we know, Goa is highly urbanized and Punjab is least urbanized. So the order would be Goa, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Punjab. Question number 71. In relation to considerations of demographic dividend, there appears to be demographic dualism exhibited by Indian states. In this regard, consider the correct factors. So you must know that demographic dualism refers to growth of a country with help of two factors. Those are birth rate and working age population. Demographic dualism, two factors, birth rate, working age population. So you can write birth rate as total fertility rate also, right? So first is the correct answer, total fertility rate. Sex ratio per capita income is incorrect. Question 72, put in chronological order. So first came the first phase of nationalization of 14 banks in 1969. Secondly came the establishment of Exim Bank in 1982. Then came Narasimha Committee. First, we have two Narasimha Committee. Narasimha Committee first came on banking system in 1991. Then fourthly came the enactment of FEMA Act in 1999. So here we spoke about Narasimha Committee 1 which came in 1991. Narasimha Committee 2nd came in 1998. Question number 73. Which of the following are not correctly matched? Last one is not correctly matched, which says World Hunger Index is calculated by United Nations. No. World Hunger Index is calculated by UNDP. The other three are correct, which says Gender Development Index, UNDP, correct. Ease of Doing Business, World Bank, correct. Inclusion Index, World Economic Forum, bilkul correct. Question number 75. Which of the following statements are true? Statement 1 says, a common resource is rival and non-excludable. Let's take an example of fishing. So fishing is rival in nature and it is not excludable. You cannot exclude anyone from fishing, right? The second one says a public good is non-rival and non-excludable. Very correct. Let's take the example of street light or public parks. So these are non-rival in nature and non-excludable. Question number 76. Arrange the following books in chronological order. Firstly came General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money given by Keynes in 1936. Secondly came The Affluent Society given by John Neath in 1958. Then came Asian Drama given by Gurnal Mridal in 1968. Then came Development as Freedom by Amrita Sen in 1999. So the correct order would be CABD. Question 77. Market failure can occur because of both of these things in perfect competition as well as externalities. Question number 78. Capital gains means an increase in the value of an asset. Question number 79. It says Palma ratio is a measure of inequality of income. Palma ratio, inequality of income. Question number 85. You are given a demand function D is equal to 10 minus 2p of a consumer. You have consumer surplus. You don't have consumer surplus. You have to find consumer surplus. The price is given 2. So to find consumer surplus, we have 5 steps. Step 1. In step 1, we always see if the demand function is in inverse. If it is not inverse, we convert into inverse. What does inverse means? Inverse means in P format. So here it is in D format. So we'll convert. Okay. So we'll bring P on the left hand side. And now after solving, we get P equal to 5 minus D upon 2. So in the second step, if we are given P, we find Q. You can call Q as D also. And if you are given Q or D, you have to find P. So here we are given P. So we'll find D. We'll put the value of P in the demand function. So it will be 10 minus 2 multiplied by 2. D will be equal to 6. Now the third step, we have to find the total revenue that can be found by multiplying the price with the demand. P multiplied by Q, that would be 2 multiplied by 6, TR will be 12. Now comes our fourth step. Now we are finding the consumer surplus. To find the consumer surplus, we do the integration of the inverse demand function. Our inverse demand function was 5 minus D upon 2. So now we are doing the integration with respect to D. So 5 is constant, so it will be 5D. We are doing in respect to D, that's why 5D. Then, as we know, according to the power rule, we add 1 in the power and also the same thing below. So that would be D to the power 1 plus 1, that is 2, D to the power 2, divided by, we already have 2 plus the power rule 1, 2, that would be D square upon 4. Okay, now we will put the limits. First we will put the higher limit, then we'll subtract by the lower limit. Higher limit is 6. So in place of D, we'll put 6. That would be 5 multiplied by 6 minus 6 square upon 4. Then the lower limit, since it is 0, so everything will be 0. So putting 0. After solving, we get 30 minus 9, that is 21. Now comes the fifth and the final step. So for consumer surplus, we do the integration of the demand function, inverse demand function. We subtracted by the total revenue TR. So we have found the inverse demand function. Integration of that is 21. We'll minus it by TR, that is 12. So consumer surplus would be 9. Question number 87. Which is the condition of economic viability and technological feasibility of Leontief static system? Hawkins-Simon condition is the condition for economic viability and technological feasibility of Leontief statistics system. Repeating again, Hawkins-Simon condition. Question number 88. Simple method of solving linear programming problem was developed by Dantzig. Simplex method of linear programming, Dantzig. Question number 89. A bag contains 5 red balls, 7 white balls, and 3 green balls. One ball is randomly drawn from the bag. What is the probability that it is green? So total number of balls would be 5 plus 7 plus 3, that is 15. We have 3 green balls, so the probability of green ball would be 3 upon total number of balls, that is 15. That would be 1 upon 5. Second is the right answer. Question number 90. If a simple survey of the same 100 household is conducted in a particular village annually for 5 years, the data so collected will be described as panel data, because in panel data we require two elements, that is time and number of individual household. We have both of them, so that would be panel data. Question number 91. In a distribution, mean is equal to 40, mode is 60, standard deviation is 10. You have to find coefficient of skewness. The formula of skewness is mean minus mode upon standard deviation. Simple. 40 minus 60 upon 10. Skewness is minus 2. Question number 92. In a multiple linear regression with 4 independent variables, the overall regression significance is to be tested. Which test would be used? F test would be used in a multiple linear regression where 4 independent variables are there and the overall regression significance is to be tested. Question number 93. If a sample of 100 is to be taken from a population of 1000 farmers consisting of marginal small and large farmers, which is most appropriate sampling method? Stratified random sampling is the most appropriate method. Question 94. Which statements are valid concerning a recursive system? Both are valid. First one, the parameter can be validly estimated using separate application of OLS to each equation. Second is also correct, says the independent variables may be correlated with the error terms in the other equations. Question 95, match the following. First one, contingency table, X squared test, unit rows test, stationarity, Fisher's F test, test of significance over all regressions, Granger's test, causality. Question number 96. Generalized least square method is not suitable for dealing with the problem of multicollinearity and errors in variable are not suitable in GLS. GLS solves the problem of autocorrelation and heterodasticity. GLS deals with the problem of autocorrelation and heterodasticity. Question 97. Matching solo SFK is equal to lambda plus NK. Domer is equal to change in I upon I, alpha, standard deviation. C. John Robinson, change in N upon N, change in K upon K. Harrod, GW multiplied by CR is equal to S. Question 99. If the producer pays the price for each of the inputs that is used is equal to its value of marginal product, then which one of the following does he earn? He will earn 0 supernormal profit in that case, because let's suppose if the making cost of a product is 10 rupees and he is giving at the same price 10 rupees. So what will earn? 0 normal profit, right? Last question. Which of the following is not correctly matched regarding Union Budget 2018 to 19? It's not relevant right now, but still you can do. Fiscal deficit is not correctly matched. That time the fiscal deficit was 3.2%, not 3.5. This one is relevant. You should know that fiscal deficit in 2021 is 9.8%. So in the Union Budget 2021 to 2022, the fiscal deficit is 9.8%. Because of Corona, this happened. So now for 2022, we are targeting to reduce it to 6.7%.